This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and my 2 cents. I just finished watching the premiere episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which I should mention I may call Star Trek Brave New Worlds on occasion. It's less a George Orwell fixation than the fact that that should have been a title, to be totally honest. In any case, it's not a bad series. At least based on the first episode. Anson Mount is good as always. Ethan Peck is also impeccable. Though there's a problem with it. And unfortunately the problem has less to do with the actors, the special effects, or the sets than the fact that I'm wondering, do the producers of this show think people are stupid? And this is not restricted to just this show, but let me explain what I mean. There's a scene in Star Trek Brave New Worlds where number one is describing how these people, these aliens, I should say, received warp technology. Here's that scene.
She's not cleared for this.
I don't give a damn. How the hell did they get warp?
We gave it to them, Captain. We're less than 1 light year out from 0 point.
0 point.
Where we and the crew of Discovery opened up a wormhole to the future. Between Kelpian and Klingon ships, there must have been 100 warp signs. We lit up the sky.
And their various telescopes were just good enough to see us.
They collected enough data to reverse engineer a matter-antimatter reactor.
You'll notice she uses the phrase reverse engineering. Though what she also did was describe how they got the technology, which was watching a bunch of ships warp through telescopes, and they somehow extrapolated warp technology from that. This is dumb, but it's worse than dumb. It's insulting. Reverse engineering is not that at all. For example, during the Cold War, when there was a Soviet Union, they would oftentimes develop things, be they aircraft or bombs or things of that nature, which we, being the United States government, thought were beyond our capability. So we reverse engineered those things. What does reverse engineering consist of, though? In those times, we would capture, through hook or crook, the plane, the bomb, whatever. We would capture it, take it apart, understand how it worked, and incorporate what we learned into our own planes or bombs or whatever. In other words, you take apart something, understand it, and rebuild it. That is essentially reverse engineering. It is not watching something through a fucking telescope. This tendency to insult the intelligence of the viewers is not unique to this show. And I'm pretty sure you can find examples of it in Star Trek Discovery as well. Though, what most comes to mind is one of the Star Trek movies. I don't recall it off the top of my head, but what I do remember is that they lower Spock into a volcano, and due to cold fusion, he's able to stop the eruption. By freezing the volcano. This irritates the hell out of me. Cold fusion has nothing to do with freezing anything. Cold fusion is essentially a room temperature nuclear reaction. That's it. It has nothing to do with cold, literally. But the producers of Star Trek, I assume because cold is in the phrase cold fusion, figured freezing would make more sense to people. And this bothers me so much because, as I said, it not only underestimates the intelligence of viewers, but it kills aspiration. It kills dreams. In a sense that if they were to present these technologies in a logical manner, people would wonder about them, and they perhaps would become even more interested in them. and it would just engage mind, like the original Star Trek did. Star Trek Strange New Worlds is the most Star Trek-like of the new Star Trek series. It is also, if the first episode is any indicator, insulting and kind of stupid in ways that it doesn't need to be. Though what do you think? This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and my 2 cents. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. And as usual, consider a like or a follow. Peace.